What's going on, everybody? I'm Gilberto from Credit Guys, the show where we talk all things credit and finance related. Today's video's topic is going to be bad credit building habits and things to avoid. So without further ado, let's get right into it. How to avoid bad credit building habits. And what this video is going to be about is essentially things that maybe you do or don't know, best practices for building good credit, and things you definitely don't want to do in order to, try and grow your credit, which can actually have a negative impact. And the first one is pretty obvious, right? But a lot of people, they don't tend to take this very serious, is late payments. Right? Making your payments late past the due date, 30 days past the due date, right? Just a single late payment can drop your credit score anywhere from 100 to 150 points, right? And that is seriously super detrimental and such a silly and costly mistake that people make, not necessarily because they don't have the money to make the minimum payment, but because they just forget. An easy and simple way to avoid this costly mistake is just simply enrolling in auto pay. So what is auto pay? It's exactly what it sounds like. You basically put your bank account information, you put it for the due date, and you can even choose minimum due. So automatically when your due date is due for your credit card or whatever it is, it's going to automatically deduct it from your checking account or your savings account or whatever account you have it hooked up with, and you don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is make sure you have money in that bank account, of course, right? But that's the easiest and simplest way to avoid getting late payments. It's so silly to have a late payment because just of how detrimental it is on your credit report. And lots of lenders are toughening up their approval process. And I've seen it day to day where just one late payment stops them from getting approved for, that home or the auto loan, that credit card. So something really small like that can have a negative impact. The next thing is applying like crazy for different things, whether it be an auto loan or personal loans or credit cards, right? Not thinking correctly or not planning out correctly when to actually get some hard inquiries on your report. Now, hard inquiries typically tend to fall off every 3 to 4 years. So you want to make sure you spread them out evenly and not have them in succession, right? One after the other. Right, typically a lender doesn't want to see more than 5 inquiries, maybe 10, depending on if it was from an auto loan or from whatever it was from. And so you have to make sure you plan out your inquiries effectively. And what I mean by that is, let's say you haven't applied for anything in over a year or 2 years, and you want to go ahead and you want to get a credit card. But you want to get multiple credit cards, right? The first thing that I'm going to recommend to you is that you use a credit monitoring service. Link will be below to the one we recommend. And the credit monitoring service is essentially so you can look at what your credit score is made of, right? Not Credit Karma, not Credit Sesame, not Credit Wise. Those are not really true credit monitoring services that will let you know what your credit score is and what's going on with your credit report. So once you effectively know what is going on with your credit report and where your credit score is at and how things are looking, then you can say, okay, I know with confidence that I can apply for X, Y, and Z and get approved, no problem. Okay, great. Once you have that down, now you're gonna go and apply for a credit card. But you don't just want to apply for 1 credit card or 2 credit cards and not make it worth the impact, right? I would recommend taking at least 3 to 5 different credit cards that you have a high chance of getting approved for and applying for them all within the same time frame. When by that I mean all within 24 hours. It's not going to have as much of a negative impact as most people think, and you'll get approved for 4 or 5 different credit cards at one go, at which point you really don't need any more after that, and you don't have to get any more hard inquiries applying for credit cards. Now the next thing would be if you're going to be applying for an auto loan, right? A lot of people know that whenever they walk into that dealership and they try to get approved for something, that dealership's going to run them through all their partner banks and give them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus inquiries in one go, trying to shop them around for that loan. What I would truly recommend is to go to your local credit union, tell them the amount of the car that you want to get financed, and then have them run your credit. Reason being is that because they're only going to run your credit one time, and it's only going to inquire one hard inquiry versus the 10 that the dealership would give you, right? Let's say you want a car for $70,000. You go to the credit union. Hey, I need this car for $70K. Okay, let's pull your credit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you got approved. Here's your check for 70 grand. Take it to the dealership and pay the car, and we'll get the title, and that's it. So pretty simple and straightforward. Again, those were the 3 tips that I recommend that most people make when it comes to trying to build their personal credit that I would avoid doing. Remember, applying for too many things at one go, racking up too many inquiries, and then not properly timing their inquiries. So if you learned anything from this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm Gilberto from Credit Guys. Until next time.